You think you're being nice by putting other people's feelings and needs before your own, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not being nice, you're being a doormat so that anyone can come in and walk all over you. Self-sacrifice is what is really draining you. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. Hi, my name is Micah, and I teach you how to level up and live your dream life in all areas. Let's get into the reasons why you might people please. A lot of times it stems from our early childhood. It also could come from seeking external validation, putting other people's thoughts and opinions and beliefs above yourself, caring what other people think. People pleasing causes mistrust, forgiveness, not forgiving yourself, which leads to you not being able to forgive others. We are all human. We all have our nature of light and dark. We are very complex and intricate beings. And when we come together, things can happen. When you are not forgiving yourself and others, it takes away your power. It leaves you feeling empty because your energy is going somewhere that it shouldn't, where you could redirect it and bring that back into the present moment or into something that serves you or something you're working on or something you're trying to manifest. Having no sense of who we are, not knowing thyself, no solid foundation or concept or sense of self. Therefore, you are trying to prove yourself and please others. Instead of looking in the mirror and reflecting on who you are, you're trying to live up to someone else's expectations of what you should be or who you should be. And it's all at the sacrifice of your own energy. And at the end of the day, you end up feeling depleted. And also it comes with resentment because you gave all of yourself. It usually happens when they do not give that same energy back, and it's an unlevel playing field and there's no reciprocity. So it ends in resentment of you feel drained and depleted. You gave your all and now you have nothing to show for it. No tree that is bearing the fruits of your labor. The way that you shift this people-pleasing mentality, stop what you're doing and then connect to yourself. Bring all that energy back to you. Go with inside of yourself. This is deep work. Get some journal prompts. We'll discuss later some questions that you can ask yourself, but this is a time to stop and then redirect that energy back to yourself. Spend time alone with no distractions, quiet time to where you can just sit and reflect with yourself and your thoughts. Get to know how you talk to yourself when you are alone and no one else is listening. Who are you behind closed doors? What kind of choices and decisions do you make when no one's around, or when you know no one is watching or no one will ever know about it? It is so important to know thyself, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, decisions, the choices, the pathways that you tend to go down when certain obstacles or certain lessons arise. Think about, why do you people please, and get honest with yourself and don't judge why you do it. You always have the opportunity to choose a different route, to choose another path, to make a different decision. Get to know the deep, complex, dark aspects of yourself or behaviors that you try to hide, deep and dark thoughts that you think before turning on your filter to switch that thought. Sit with those raw, dark shadow thoughts of yourself and become comfortable with it. Even maybe you could even have a conversation with her. Write down answers to questions. People pleasing stems from childhood, wanting to be a good little girl, wanting to please your mom and your dad, the way you were taught, the media, the behaviors, relationships that you started to attract before you knew what was going on, before you knew it was people pleasing. That is not your fault. But now, since you are consciously aware of it and you recognize it, it is your responsibility to do what you have to do to change it. It is now your time to reparent yourself, and this is done in deep reflective work. And think back to the advice that you received as a child and through your upbringing. How did the women in your family act? What were their relationships like? What motherly advice did you receive, and how was your mother in her relationships? For example, for me, a lot of women in my family, like I have a whole bunch of aunts, the normal for them overdoing, very nurturing, taking care of everyone, taking care of the house, the family, cooking and cleaning. Just reflect on like how you were raised, and if it's something that aligns with your beliefs, your values, and who you are, then continue to do that. But if they were overextending themselves, doing so much for others that they are now depleted and resentful, that's not what you want to be. It's okay to do for other people, but you want to pour from an overflow. Done so much, you have rested, you have given yourself time to relax, you have rewarded yourself. You are full when you have taken the time to take care of yourself and your wants and your needs. Give when it does not take away from you. People pleasing can also stem to your friendship, where you're not overgiving and you're not coming from a place of lack of energy. Remember this: you are not responsible for others' well-being, their emotions. The only person you are responsible for is yourself. You are not the person who needs to fill the void in others. If they are lacking in one area or another, it is not your purpose or your job to fill that gap or to help make them whole. You're not here to fix people. You are here to learn what you need to learn and be your best self. You cannot have a healthy relationship if you're over here worried about other people when the focus really needs to be on you. One thing to note when you spend time with people is bring it to your awareness how you feel once they leave. How do you feel energetically after they are out of your presence? Do you feel drained? Do you feel relieved? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel depressed? Do you feel sad? Check in with yourself and your mood when you are around someone, and that will give you a lot of intel on, is this person good for you? Is this person emptying and draining your cup, your energy? So let's talk about boundaries. Walls, y'all know, they block, they prohibit growth. Boundaries invite conversation, they invite growth, and they invite understanding. Boundaries are so important, especially if you're empathetic. The way that you need to set boundaries is in a polite manner. It's all about empowering yourself. So in the beginning, you need to communicate your needs. You can redirect for an action following that. So let's say someone is trying to schedule last minute plans with you. You could be like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I have a busy schedule this week and I would love to go to this thing with you, and I already made plans. But if you do want to hang out another time, I am free on this day next week. So you address that you are busy, you value your time, and then you recognize that you would love to hang out with them. You're opening the opportunity for them to reschedule and set a time to respect your boundaries. It allows you to set expectations on how to interact with you. If you are a busy girl and you have things going on in your life, you want someone that respects your time. And empath and emotional girly, you need someone who allows space for you and welcomes your emotional vulnerabilities, and someone who values your emotions, someone who can create a space for you to feel safe to share your emotions. Boundaries are so important in relationships because they let us know what everyone needs. Everyone can have their cups overflowing, and everyone can just have a understanding of the dynamic. It just sets the expectations, the ground rules, and it allows for us to have honest, genuine, and loving relationships that are centered around trust and honesty, and it empowers both people on both sides. So boundaries are all about self-respect. No one can get mad at you for being polite and communicating your needs. But if you're a doormat and allowing people to walk all over you, in the end, you're gonna be full of anger and resentment. And then that's still gonna mess up the relationship. This all comes full circle about knowing yourself and building up that inner voice within you so that you can listen to yourself. If there's something that someone wants you to do, you need to be able to listen to your inner voice, be able to say no as a complete sentence, and be okay with saying no. Because saying no to others, it will allow you to say yes to yourself. So I also want to share with you guys some questions to get your mind going and the wheels turning so that you can understand yourself better and be able to set the right boundaries boundaries that work for you. Because I want you to be happy in life, and I want you to be able to experience the best that you can from other people and from yourself. What are your limits? What is that point to where you're like, enough is enough? I can't do anymore. This question is so important because it allows you to set the bar. Stop everything and take a step back and then redirect that energy into yourself and start replenishing, start regenerating, rest and recovery. I think that also goes with knowing your non-negotiables, because you don't want to reach the breaking point, but you want to at least know when it's just too much. This isn't serving me, so I have to leave. I have to make an exit.
I don't know about you, but I gotta get out of here.
What makes you feel good? This is so important because knowing this allows you to insert these aspects or these actions into your daily life, making you feel good every single day. What supports and what damages your growth? And then we have the light and the dark, the contrast. This paints a clear, big picture, what you want and what you don't want, laying it all out for you to make it easier for you to set boundaries, understand who you are to your core essence. Who are you over accommodating? Who got you jumping through hoops? Who has you bending over backwards for? And I challenge you, I want you to stop doing those things and see what happens. The truth will be revealed once you stop doing those things. Once you stop overgiving, see what that person does, observe, and then reflect, make a decision. You can set a boundary or you can keep it moving. They're taken away from you. They're depleting you. And that's not good for you. That's not good for the people around you who are pouring into you, the people who care about you. When you've given your all to this one person, what do you have left as far as energy-wise to the people who actually do pour into you, the people who love you, the people who care about you? You don't have anything left to give them. And if you have found this video helpful, give me a like and hit the subscribe button for more. And in the next video, we are going to be talking about the 19 body language secrets to make you more confident and attractive. Make sure you tune in.